Yo, yo, yo. All right, what's going on, everybody? Sorry for the delay. I'm still waiting on our guests, but while we are waiting, we're going to do my intro, random intro. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, so we'll do our sponsors and we'll also do our shout outs to where exactly we will what I will be doing. This is Chris Classic. Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. Like I said, I'm trying to do more with content, do more live interviews with wrestlers and things like that. I wanted to talk to a few women in the game and things like that. And the guest today, she is has a lot of knowledge with women's wrestling and intergender as well, with a lot of things. And I wanted to talk to her about a lot of things as well. So uh, make sure if you have not, make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. The Taking Home Podcast, as you see the name of the show, it's a YouTube channel. Make sure you also subscribe to the C3 Ultimate Wrestling. As you see in my top right corner, the logo with the blue circle. We'll go into what I have lined up for the rest of the month and the future. StreamYard be so self. So this weekend we have The Way to May by True Privilege Wrestling. I will talk to the guests about the show, about everything that is lined up. It's in Maywood. Tickets are $20, but for front row, it's $25. You can also get your tickets on Eventbrite. I will be at the show. We'll also have Now That's Wrestling Run Apple, Run APL, Saturday, May 13th at the Game Day Sports Bar for the first time. Doors open at 5:30. Action starts at 6 o'clock. Tickets available on nowthat'swrestling.com. It's going to be a great show. Going to get Xavier Michaels, going to the quote unquote glam guide. So it's going to be very interesting. This show will be very interesting. It will be a dope show. We also have June 10th. 10, the show of all shows. Now, this is the 10th show of C3 Ultimate Wrestling. It's going to be so dope. It's a lot of people coming back. They're returning and everything like that. It's going to be dope. I'm going to run down the card real quick. Let me see. All right, so sorry about that. Trying to line everything up. All right, so we have a tag match, the C3 Tag Team Championship. We have Legit, the tag champions. They're going against the new team of Mike Strong and Atlas J. Horn. If these guys see the eye to eye, they will be unstoppable. But they have already sent jabs at each other, talking about Strong and Horn. You know, they don't like each other, but if they can actually get together as a team, they could be champions. You know, 10 is a time for opportunity for a lot of wrestlers. So we'll see where it goes from there. We also have Marcelo Spade versus Aaron Stone, the best of 3 series. This is match 2. Spade was victorious the first time. Aaron Stone is punching up while Spade is punching down. I enjoyed their match at Press Start 2, so I'm curious to see what will happen June 10th. We also have a grand chance match. So what a grand chance match is the winner can decide a match of any choice against any title anytime. So it's a once in a lifetime thing. So we have Joseph Ira Credit, which is a mainstay at C3 Ultimate Wrestling, going against Mike Valentine, who's also a mainstay, going against Mark Rickestyle, who returns and has a bad attitude. We also have 2 young guys going at it with Stampede Larkin of the ARC versus Xavier Sky. Larkin called out Sky because Sky is a student of Just Amazing, and the ARC have been showing their frustrations on Just Amazing, getting a title shot against Miles Mercer, who we will be talking about in the future. So he decided to take out one of his star students. But literally, the sky is the limit, and that is Xavier's last name. So we will see what will happen. All right. Announced last week, ARC has hired an enforcer in Sam Knight, and Peebles and C Red have called both me and my wife out. So we got to take out the trash. I'll just say it like that. So it's going to be a great show. I want to give a special shout out to East Chicago Urban Enterprise Academy. We working with them, so the kids who make the honor roll on the final report card, they get free tickets to the show. They have a free entry to the parent who brings them to the show and things like that. Want to push for kids to have great grades and things like that, and giving back to the community. With Unsung Heroes, the first show, we gave away free backpacks and things like that. We try to do things, try to award kids with good grades and things like that. And we also try to reach out. So I'm thankful that we get to work with them. Our sponsor for 10 the show of our shows is Limelight Comics. So I'm excited for that. They have been rocking with us for a very long time, and they have sponsored almost every show, but every show since we've met. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Let me get this thing done. All right, I got comments rolling in. Be on shortly. All right. Salute to you, Josh, and everything you continue to do. It's a great guy right there. Shout out to everything that you continue to do. And we will be up and rolling very soon. Let's see. Guys, give me 1 second because a lot of you guys are coming in. So be patient with me, please. Let me see. All right. All right. I'm just trying to make sure everything was straight. So sorry about that, guys. I do apologize trying to set everything up because I'm a little behind because we took our oldest son to a training facility for boxing and stuff like that, and he seems interested. That's why the show actually got pushed back. I usually start shows at 5, but at it was 5:30 today. Okay, but because of training, and then I know that KO, she has a lot of things that she does. Her and Justin, they do a lot of things with their kids too. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is good. We still on. Let me get my camera and everything set up. She's setting up and everything like that. Like I said, I hope you guys are having a blessed Monday. What's going on, Dre? Shout out to you, the DJ for the show and everything. I am excited. Uh, what's going on with Whitley? God bless you. Ooh, sounds cool. I hope that if that's what he wants to do, then he excels at it. I appreciate you. He's currently doing track right now. He's doing track right now, and he's doing good. But it's only a few weeks left of school and track, so we went to this spot, and he liked it. And it's like a little small little thing for young kids. So he seems like he had a smile on his face. So we'll see where it goes from that. You know, the biggest thing is always trying to invest in your kids in the future, things like that. I can't say it's a dangerous sport really because I wrestle and that's dangerous. So I need to be quiet and stuff like that. But that's still my boy, and just to see him growing up is a wonderful thing. All right, we do have the guest. What's going on, Robert Brown? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. What's happening? All right, here is the guest. All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What's going on?
I said hi already.
Can you hear me clear?
I can hear you clear.
Okay. All right. If people who don't know who you are, could you tell the crowd who you are?
I am KO Kendra.
Who are you, KO Kendra? Tell the world who you are. Whitley knows who you are, but who?
I am the One Punch Queen, KO Kendra.
It's KO for a reason. It is KO for a reason, for sure. See Red starting in the chat already. It's already saying who you already know. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of trash that's gonna be taken out June 10th. But going into it, I do want to say, and I do want to acknowledge that you, and it's only like a handful of women who wrestled with the guys, like literal every exercise, training, and things like that. And you have been involved with mixed matches, intergender, and women's and stuff like that. So you are, to me, especially a staple in the Midwest scene for women and wrestling. So I will always give you your props and acknowledge that at the same time. So I will always say that.
Thank you.
So Whitley says you're the lady she always loved to watch. And yes,
Thanks.
when she is at a show, the crowd goes crazy. Like videos, a lot of views and things like that. A lot of people love to see you wrestle. They love to see you move. They love to see you knock people out. One Punch Queen. They love all of that. It's this. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You already know. Say hey, baby. Say hey. You already know. She over here asking me to help with her go-gurt. Stop. I'm interviewing. That's it. There ain't no more. Ain't no more. That's it. Anyway. When did you start and why wrestling?
Whew. Well, I started about, it's been a long time. God. I can say I've been wrestling now for about 15 years now.
15.
I would say I wasn't originally a big wrestling fan, I should say. I watched wrestling, but I met my other half through friends, and he wanted to wrestle. So I want one piece. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you good. No, trust. Hey, look, hey.
Hello, Michael Jackson.
I'm not Michael Jackson.
That's not Michael Jackson. She's silly.
Penelope, something else.
Bye, Penelope.
Here come her, cause here comes Samara, cause she love Michael Jackson. Ain't no Michael Jackson.
To go back to your question, so I was like, again, I was never a big wrestling fan. I met my other half, and he wanted to wrestle. Um, he had started a month before me, and I came to a show to watch him, and I was boxing at the time, so that's where I got my name. It was a little stroll before I actually made it set that I was going to be KO Kendra, because when I first started, I was Lady K Rock.
Hmm.
Man, um, me saying that, it's been a long time since even hearing it, saying it. um, so I went to that show. I watched him wrestle. Um, the owner, which was Ivan, he was like, "Oh, you real fit. You ever thought about wrestling?" I was like, "No, I just came to watch my boyfriend wrestle," and that was that. And then he recruited me. I came to a practice the next week, and
That's it.
we started from there. And it's been a journey.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Ivan. Shout out T. Yeah, he and it's no diss to you, but like if anybody just sitting down on their phone or something, he'll be like, "Hey, why don't you try to do it?" So he's always a person that is like try to push people to be the best, and it doesn't even matter. He feel like if you have a look or you look like you're believable, which you are, and stuff like that, he'll definitely put an effort into you to make the best, to make you the best you and things like that. So I've always said that about him, especially with learning the fundamentals with wrestling and stuff like that. You'll definitely learn all the basic stuff. Some stuff that people don't even do or they don't know how to do or they struggle with it. So
Mhm.
so with boxing, like how many people you knocked out?
Um, I was 9-1. All nine of them was TKOs.
They ain't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
They said she not here to play. I'm gone.
So now I really just train. I have a lot of kids that look up to me, so I just do the training aspect. I've had the opportunity so many times to go pro, but it's different when you become a family person.
For sure.
So when you become a family person, it's just like, yeah, I want to pursue and keep doing my dreams, but now my kids are getting older. They're starting to pursue things, and I feel like their future is more than mine at the moment, if that makes sense.
No. Hey, look, I know exactly. A lot of us know exactly what that means, and sometimes that is hard to try to tell kids that because we don't want our kids to feel like they're burdens to what we wanted to do. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like with them, we went through a lot of things that we don't want them to go through. But eventually they're going to go through them and things like that. And we're trying to protect and we're trying to also uplift them as well and invest. My family was supportive with me wrestling, but at the same time, I'm up here, they're in Texas and things like that. So a lot of people who don't know, I'll say like you and your other half, y'all were like the first ones besides Ivan to open up your arms and your heart to us. And we've been
Love y'all.
connected ever since. Well, we love y'all too. We've been connected ever since. It's a support system and stuff like that. Justin be trying to push me to do a lot of wrestling stuff, and I'll be like, slow down. And he'd be like, nah, you gonna do it. And then moves, flips, and all this other stuff. Not just flips, but stuff, lucha stuff. And I'm like, man, I can't do it. And he pushed me when I got hurt. And I said this when I talked to him on the live. Y'all open up y'all gym to me and my wife too, so we can get ready for our match and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know if I can run this, so I can do this because of my knee. And you guys pushed me. So understand that, like, when I'm talking to you, when I'm talking to Just Amazing, that this is all family. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to parents and things like that, we know, and a lot of us know that's also in the chat too, and stuff like that. So you guys do give back to the community, things that y'all did for Dalton and things like that. I almost cried last time I was in Dalton, but yeah, almost. But you guys give back and y'all have a lot of other things that y'all do. Y'all give back to the community. Y'all try to help so much. And that's something that a lot of companies, some do and some don't. But it's just like, that's just one of those things that I love about y'all for sure.
Thank you.
So no problem. No, thank you. But I know you said like at first you didn't like start and didn't really like want to do wrestling, but were there some wrestlers that you looked up to, that you watched, that you actually liked?
So fortunately, um, when I started watching wrestling, because I did start actually watching wrestling, watching a lot of different film, old school and new school. Um, I used to watch wrestling, but it wasn't like strong.
Gotcha.
Then when I started to get into it, Justin had me sit down and watch some film, go over like what moves I could possibly use. Um, so we did old school and new school to try to compare, like, okay, what can we still keep that's, um, people haven't seen in a long time that we can bring back. Um, I was a big, when I started watching it really good, for basically new school and stuff like that. Um, I was like, dang, I really like John Cena. And my husband was like, hold on, you see all these other wrestlers with John Cena?
I like John Cena too, so y'all gonna jump me in the chat. I got y'all. I got the One Punch Queen with me. She gonna knock all y'all out the chat. I like John
So
Cena.
I
So
did I did follow watching John Cena a lot. And but there was a couple other wrestlers I like watching. Um I like watching the Usos. Like all of them. The family, like they do bring a lot. I use a lot of their moves. I'm a powerhouse person now.
mm-hmm.
When I first started, I was a high flyer, but now that I've got older and further in the business, um, powerhouse is where I'm at now, for sure. Um, so I watch a lot of people that's doing powerhouse moves now. I Like I said, the Usos, Rikishi and them, I like their moves, their style of how they do things. Um, One of the moves I like using a lot is the Samoan. I can turn a Samoan into anything right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
with a lot of practice, of course. Um, but they are probably like my number one favorites at the moment. Um, Naomi is a good wrestler as well to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte. Um, who knows? Who knows? There's a whole. I can go down a list. There's a whole
Yeah.
bunch of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those wrestlers, they have characters. You get what I'm saying, and they get a reaction from the crowd, regardless if it's a good reaction or a bad reaction. And I'm glad you said that, because you sometimes get like the biggest pop for your matches in shows, regardless of what show you are. You have people that come from far and wide to come see you wrestle, and and it's just like a big thing to see that people are like, oh, KO Kendra's on the card, I'm gonna buy tickets and stuff like that. When you're at a C3 Ultimate Wrestling show, you have the guys, they come in, and some people come in and they want to see KO Kendra. They got the shirt, or they get merchandise and everything like that, because you have a great connection with the crowd. That is something that's people cannot really teach. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of those things, like you either have it or you don't. You have a lot of people that try to get the crowd behind them. The crowd is on their phone and things like that. So a lot of people love to see your matches and things like that. They love to see how you get the crowd behind you and everything, the high fives and things. You're an inspiration to kids. The little girls be out there, yeah, KO Kendra. They're like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's always something. And I've been in shows where the crowd is kind of bored, and then as soon as your song comes on and then you come out and say let's go, they go crazy.
That's
And
so most of my career I have been face everywhere.
mm-hmm.
Now there's a few companies that I work for now that I'm heel. So I
Yeah,
did a show recently. I want to say 2 Saturdays ago. Not last Saturday, but the Saturday before.
yeah,
Um I'm heel there. And it's up on YouTube. You hear the crowd going crazy and just booing me and stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm glad, like, over the time of me learning wrestling and stuff, even me being a face, how to convert over to a heel and have the crowd hate me, but still like me enough to come and buy my merch.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's I've seen Hills struggle to try to sell merch to the point to where they'll give up what they are to sell merch. Hey, I don't like you, but I'm a good guy. Please buy my shirt. You know, like I said, it's just one of those things. So it's just like people are going to support you regardless of show. It's always great to have support. And I've always talked about that. Like a lot of companies usually, a lot of wrestlers don't really have a lot of support unless it's our own. But to have fans that'll come and see you and support you regardless of what you do, that's always a great thing. You get what I'm saying? That's always a great thing. So I'm gonna read some comments because some people they had a few people comment, so I don't want to overpass what they. I don't want to go past what they said. Okay. Well, Willie said she was crazy for us since we was a teenager. Remember, she was at the Boys and Girls Club in Hammond when Julio was there. So she's a great person too on Facebook. She has a lot of words of encouragement to be following what the Lord say in that Bible. So she's very dope. And so that's why the crowd is on meds. They crazy. He always saying something. Dre says family life because our babies talk to us while we was on live doing business. Words wise, loving parents, always for sure. See, Red laughed at because we like John Cena. I like John Cena. I don't care what nobody say. He got a ball spot now, but that's fine. He's still John Cena to me.
John Cena.
Yeah, so they turned you into a heel. Now she got to see it. She got to see it. I'll send her the link to the match.
I say it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll send it. I'll send it to her. But wrestling is fun, and sometimes it has its ups and downs as us being wrestlers. But sometimes being a promoter, it also has its ups and downs. So
Absolutely.
what I'm talking about is the company that you and your husband started, True Privilege Wrestling. So I asked him why did it start, but I also want to talk to his partner on why did you guys start and what does the future hold for True Privilege Wrestling, if you could tell us.
So True Privilege is supposed to be a place where the people who don't get to show what they're capable of doing, the ones that got kind of get left in the dark, that's not in the spotlight because people don't give them an opportunity. And that's why I've kind of like backed up a little bit and say, hey, I just want to run the company and allow them people to show what they're capable of doing, bring people in to work them, let them build a story, um, send it to the right people that need to see it, that, they're coming from somewhere. Um, we also started the company for that reason, but also what made me like get it off the ground like fully. My husband was in a car accident. It was like a 5-car accident or something like that. It was a couple years ago. And we had this conversation before that accident, and I was like, well, this is something that he wants to do. He stayed in the hospital for a few weeks or whatnot, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do the footwork and get it off the ground, and it'll be started by the time he come home. I just kind of stayed prayed up that God was gonna, heal him and get him back on his feet and stuff like that, and
Amen.
something for him to look forward to when he came home. Like, look, I got the company off the ground. You know, I need you to keep fighting so you can be able to help me run it and stuff like that. So when you give a person when they're at their lowest something to look forward to keep going, um, it comes a long way to help you out.
For sure.
Um, Basically, we love our people, and um, it doesn't matter we do a lot of benefit shows to help out the kids, get the kids off the streets and stuff like that. Have them to have something to come to call a safe haven. Um, and we give back. We did a show. When was it? About a month ago. We did a show in Stager. It was a benefit show. We raised over 1,000 and something dollars for them
Mm-hmm.
for their kids' sports program. Um, and they were so happy. The guy was so like, "Oh my gosh, all of this is for us." Yes, we didn't keep any of it. And to have our wrestlers that's in our corner be there and help support with the kids and don't mind coming in working for free to do it for the kids. Um, we do a lot of shows like that just to give back, to help get the kids either off the street or help even the kids that's in foster care that doesn't have anything. Um, that's what our community, for our wrestling company is about. Helping and, whether it's the wrestlers in the ring, the kids that need help, you know, that's what we're about. That's what true privilege is about.
Yeah. Girl, you almost made me cry. But
I look, I only said what was because we even did a thing for the homeless and got a whole bunch of socks and
Mhm.
coats, hats, and scarves and stuff together and made sandwiches and stuff and went and passed out for the homeless. Um, Maywood had an event, because the weather is breaking. They did something. The news was there, and we did building their garden back up and stuff like that. Um, so it's about showing what you can do outside of wrestling as well, not what you only want to do inside of wrestling.
Mhm.
Um, that's why we always tell our wrestlers communicate with us. We're a family. If we can help, we're there to help. If we
Yeah.
can't, I'm sure we try the best we can. We don't even make that an option. We try to help the best we can, um, and that's privilege.
Yeah. And it's great to see what you guys do with giving back and things like that. And I do as much as I can when you guys ask about donations and things like that, because to me, we are supposed to serve as being people, especially people and children of God. We are supposed to serve and we are supposed to give back. What you say?
I said that is how you get your blessings.
And it's just like it's just supposed to be like a natural thing, and it's already difficult because wrestling sometimes get a negative light, be put in a negative light because of the trash stuff that people see that goes viral, and then they put everything into it or whatever like that. So for you guys to like go out and give back and coach, because y'all coach and y'all train and y'all do a lot of good things for the community, and then y'all go to areas to where other people won't even look twice. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like these are kids here too. These kids watch wrestling on TV. They want to see this stuff too. You know, how dare any company want to just turn their back because they're not familiar. And you know, you guys do a lot of great things. And then I also want to say like how great of a wife you are to just amazing, because I remember when he was down with everything and stuff like that, and how you had his back. You know, you didn't wait. You worked. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the show when he came back, and he was still hurting, but he carried on his match, and he took time to say how much he loved and appreciated you, because there was a chance that he wouldn't even wrestle. It could have been a chance. So that's like true love and true privilege love, that a husband and a wife could work together as a team, and how, you know, as a man, we are trained and we're supposed to be brought up to provide, but how you did it when he was down and things like that, and how you guys work as a cohesive unit. And I love how you guys just matured. You get what I'm saying? You guys just matured, and you guys will literally give the clothes off your back to other people. You've trained people from all walks of life, shapes and sizes, past, good past, bad past, or anything. You give a lot of people chances to show what they can do in the ring. So I will always commend that, and I will always commend when a woman is behind, well, not behind, on the side of her husband, working as a team. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. I just love y'all. Y'all so awesome. y'all know y'all lost. You know I love y'all.
Y'all too.
Yeah, y'all,
It
nah,
was funny
y'all
how
so dope.
I the group, and then I see your wife calling. I said, "Oh, she gonna knock me out the camera."
Nah, because I was like, like I said, we just came back from something. So I was like, because that's why I pushed it back. And then I was like, okay, could you call her because I was going live? But then I was like, you know what? I'm just, I'll call you just. So that's what she ain't knock you out. She ain't gonna do that. She don't do that. Because he had just left because she's listening to the live too. So shout out, baby. I don't know where you at. She ain't in the chat, but so yeah. So, but you guys, like I said, you guys are awesome to me, and it's just like I'm glad that I even had the opportunity to not interview just you, but just amazing because you said 15 years, so you've seen a lot of people come and go.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of people stay. You've seen some people say they gonna be here for a long time, and then they don't come back. Or,
Mm-hmm.
We've trusted, you've trusted people, and people are backstabbers, or people misuse and mislead and things like that. So, what could you tell to the wrestler that is probably that's on the low right now? That's very down because a company didn't book them like they said they was going to book them, or somebody backstabbed them and that probably messed up their potential booking. What could you tell that wrestler?
I would say don't give up, keep fighting. It'll be the right person see you when you feel like everything's over and you're not going anywhere and you want to give up and stop. Don't stop. Keep going, keep fighting. It's going to be someone to see your talent and pick you up for who you are, not because someone else helped you get there. You got there on your own. Keep fighting.
Mm-hmm. That's I'm telling y'all, you have to keep fighting, just like Kendra said. Oh, did it go out? Okay, it back on. All right. But yeah, because wrestling can hurt. And I'm not saying like physical training, like your feelings can get hurt. Like,
And I can say that I've been in that situation before. I've been in that situation before.
mm-hmm,
And I have came to realize I'm not depending on nobody. I depend on myself.
mm-hmm,
Only myself can get me where I need to be. Putting in the work, not just in the ring, out the ring, letting people see who I am besides just wrestling and feel those vibes and say, hey, okay, I want that type of person around. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
for sure.
um it's just not giving up. I never gave up and I'm still wrestling. 15 years later, I'm still wrestling. No matter if I'm just still in the indies wrestling, I have people that love me for being in the indies. And to those people that love me, my fans out there that love me, thank you. I say thank you to you because you make me feel like a star every day. I don't have to be on television. Um
Uh-oh, went out again.
and I've had those spotlights where I've worked for companies that it's been live aired on TV and stuff. Um yes, I didn't get big headed. I put God first and I kept wrestling and I kept going. Didn't change the person that I am. You have people that make it to TV and forget who they are and start being all brand new and different. There's people that are made it that's been wrestling since I've been wrestled with me, trained with me, and has made it somewhere. But can they say they made it there on their own?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Just keep going. Wrestling can hurt. Uh, like I said, many of us uh work for companies, and the company said they will bring you back, never brought you back for any reason, or they'll say that you are cool with somebody they don't like, which I hate, by the way, because I'm
Yeah,
like, well, I don't.
the
Yeah,
politics.
just be honest. If you don't like this person, like, I'm not the person to just try to figure out detective work to try to figure out who you don't like and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Many of us don't care about that politics stuff. Many of us want to just wrestle and have fun and stuff like that. I didn't know that you didn't like this person because y'all used to share the same lady or whatever like that. I don't know. I'm not asking that. And it's just like we supposed to be adults. So if there is an issue and we supposed to be cool with each other, then you need to talk to me about that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And
to bring
yeah,
it, have that conversation as an adult.
yeah, and then like you even said, like you have a big support system. So it's just like whatever you do, people will support you. And that's hard to obtain as a wrestler because how the business is and things like that. So if you feel like you may have not made it, you may have made it to a fan, regardless if it's the child or an adult. They'll make you feel good. You'll get messages and stuff, and I can't wait for this, and I can't wait for that. That does our hearts good because sometimes we don't feel like we're treated how we should be treated with respect and with dignity sometimes because some people don't want to pay or some people want to change things or even wrestlers have an attitude because you got a bigger pop than them. So because they feel like they are this and that. And like you said, some people are blessed to make it to the next level. You get what I'm saying? And like you said, some forget where they come from. Me, I wake up believing that besides only a few of y'all, and y'all know who y'all are, nobody owes me anything, regardless if I help somebody. Because sometimes people are going to turn around. It's not law binding that they have to give back unless you go to court. But ain't nobody gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So you get what I'm saying? Like, so my thing is, you take advantage of life and things like that. And sometimes it hurts to grow. It literally hurts to grow. Okay, this person, I trusted this person, and it's not even just wrestling. I can't believe I'm going to this. It's not just wrestling. It's just with anything. So, like you said, don't give up. If you want to wrestle and things like that, there are great companies. True Privilege is one of them. C3. Now that's wrestling. Frontline was dope last weekend. Like there's a lot of great companies out there. And if I don't say your name, I do apologize. But there are great companies out there that do want the best for you and things like that. So,
Yeah.
So I knew this was gonna be a dope interview. I knew this was gonna be dope. I got more comments, so I'm gonna break these down.
Okay.
Whitley said the encouragement of a good wife will definitely heal and motivate a husband. And I agree, because I hurt my knee and I was crying like a baby. And my little wife of mine, she helped me. She was helping me go everywhere and walk everywhere, driving me everywhere.
We both have a similar you knee. Justin broke his hand.
Yeah, so yeah, for sure. Like I'm telling you, man, when you find, you find a wife, you find a great thing. He finds a wife, finds a great thing. So I'm blessed, and I know that Justin will also say that he's blessed to find great wives and stuff like that. Even though mine was calling me all kind of names because I hurt myself. But anyway, she says I'm still here, darn it, at least till December. We gonna talk to you, even though we don't like you because of what you did, because you're part of the ARC. We gonna talk to you though. Josh, this guy in Wisconsin, great photographer and stuff like that. He says, thank you to all of you that are in the indies. You all have given my boys and I entertainment and common ground for many years. We support local wrestling, however, and whenever we can. And thank you, sir. God bless you. I talk to him a lot about a lot of stuff. So it's like I said, like that kind of stuff feels good. You get what I'm saying? Because we don't even be asking that. We just be talking. You get what I'm saying? And then, some of us have plans to make it to that next level, and some of us want to do local things. I want to do more local things, you know what I'm saying, to try to give back to the community and things like that. And it can be hard because, man, some people just think that everybody just want to use you and stuff like that. And, with us, a lot of us, we do free shows a lot because we try to put our names on the map, and we also try to serve the community. So it definitely can have its ups and downs, but like I enjoy it, and I see that you enjoy it. I see Justin enjoy it. When Shay comes in and out, she enjoys it. She wants to make sure she's the best sensational Shay ever. And when you wrestle, you do the same thing. You want to be the best KO Kendra ever. So, what do you think of the current women's wrestling, the state of women's wrestling now, like on the indies and like current? Like, what do you think?
What do you mean as far as what do I think? Like,
Do you like the landscape? Do you like more women are wrestling? Like, do you like the product? Like, are they doing great? Are they like great, or are they just, we've been there to where guys try to train their girlfriends in like 5 minutes to do a 5 minute wrestling show because they didn't have another woman wrestling and stuff. Like, do you think like the passion is there?
um, for women wrestling,
Yes.
not all the time.
Okay.
I put it like that. That I mean, that's trying to put it nice. You um, because there's been a lot going on as far as the women that's on TV, the indies, just as you said, guys training their girls to get in the ring, you know, have been wrestling as long as I have. Tell your dad he's in the kitchen. Sorry. Um,
Hold on, it blacked out. All right, hold on, it might come back on. I'll ask her to redo it. I'll ask her statement again. Okay, while we trying to okay, I think it's while we try to get her back on, I'll answer Josh. She said that she liked Cena, but she really liked the Usos and Rikishi, and she said that they were like powerhouses, and that's what she does now. Yeah, I got exited out of the chat. She'll come back on, so I do apologize. Stuff with this online stuff, but that's what she said was like the Usos and Rikishi, and she said she was a fan of John Cena as well. She said who is inspiration that's in the business now. I will answer that part too, though. Let me get the comments. We will definitely wait for her. Atlas, shout out to you, Atlas. Atlas says that he wants to fight KO Kendra. He said this on Wednesday, and I truly believe that he wants to fight KO Kendra. A lot of guys want to fight KO Kendra, low key. Like, honestly, like there are a lot of people that want to do that. I do want to ask about intergender wrestling is well, and because it is very popular in professional wrestling. So Atlas also said that Justin is thick. This isn't me saying this, guys. This is Atlas. Atlas J. Horn said that. He said this last time. Atlas. But definitely going to see. Gonna try to get her back on. We'll just ask her like a few more. I was gonna ask her a few more questions. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely went off. Oh, Brett, I saw your comment. I forgot. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for skipping it. Oh yeah, we definitely talked about that. We won't go into detail here. I got to get a logo for you guys podcast so I can also start promoting it at the beginning of the show too. So shout out to you, Brett. But yeah, KO Kendra, she has a lot of footage on YouTube. If some aren't familiar with, okay, she's back. All right, can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, it cut off. Sorry
My
about.
people start calling my phone like crazy, so it just like.
See,
And then I was still there, and I was like, "Hello, hello," and it was just a black screen, so I had to leave out to try to come back in. Sorry.
no, I understand. I understand because I said it. I was like, yeah. So you said that like they could do better at the women division.
Yeah, because especially in the indies, like how you mentioned, guys training their girls to wrestle, that's not safe for
Mm-hmm.
one. It's not safe, and put them in the ring with someone that's experienced, and you think, okay, well, they got it, they can carry them through. That's not always good. um I try to stay away from matches like that now. Like when people be like, they're really green, real green, and then I have to ask the question, well, how green? Because my life means everything. I have kids that I want to come back home to, so I look at that picture and not, oh, okay, it's a payday. I'm just gonna go get it over with. But what if I get hurt and then they're coming to visit me in the hospital? So I feel like they should do better. Um, as far as finding women, I know women has been very expensive of like the prices that they charge. Um, but you're always welcome to negotiate. Everything is negotiable. If it's not within your budget, talk to them. Like, say, hey, I can give you more dates. Figure something out. Don't just put someone in there that hasn't wrestled one match in their life and say, hey, just go in there and do it. Again, that's not safe. Pay the women what they ask, or negotiate a price that's feasible to actually have a real wrestler in the ring with another wrestler. And um what's the word I'm looking for? Respect their talent. Like, don't just give them anybody to work. um Women deserve the same respect as men. um you know a lot of people think a lot of people think that women shouldn't be in the ring. It's already limited women out there, but do your research to find them. That's all I can really say. Give women a little bit more respect than they do. So
Yeah, but I do like that you said like even negotiate and things like that because it's all about quality over quantity.
mhm.
So like, and I've talked about it before about seeing people trying to train their girlfriend for like 5 minutes, and then that could mess up the wrestler and it could mess themselves up, especially when they try to do something. You can run the ropes the wrong way and hurt yourself permanently.
Yeah,
You could get slammed the wrong way, and if you're not bumping properly, you could mess yourself up. So it's just like, a lot of companies are trying to have women wrestle. That's why like a lot of people they promote first time women's match ever and stuff like that. And you do have to do your research and stuff like that. And even with women who people may feel like they're expensive and stuff like that, even outside of negotiating, do your research, try to find other women as well and things like that. You get what I'm saying? And I've seen like a lot of intergender matches that you were a part of going against guys and things like that. And that's like one of the most popular things now is intergender and things like that. But it was like for you benefited from it because you were going against these guys, but it was also psychology, great psychology. Now intergender doesn't have it. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
No, they sometimes they be wrestling for the wrong reason.
mm,
Far as when I first started, and that's the only thing we had is men wrestlers to wrestle. I grew up on wrestling with guys. Um, Practices, be with only guys, be the only girl there. But back then, they didn't treat you like that. Now, guys be wrestling women sometimes for the wrong reason. You'll watch that match and like, whoa, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? Um, I just wish they would get better and respect women a little bit more.
I agree with that because one of my favorite matches you had with the guy was besides Miles Mercer, even though I don't like what he did, was Acid Jazz. I thought y'all had a great match. It was a galley, right?
It was, it
It
was.
was I enjoyed that match, and the thing was what you guys did, how the crowd was into it, and like that is a great example on how the matches should be. Not saying move for move, but the psychology was like there 100%. And I do think that a lot of people nowadays do want to try to do a back and forth thing, but it's like the smallest girl against the biggest guy, and the biggest guy is bumping for the smallest girl and trying to make it like an even bout. And some people, even fans, get turned off from that sometimes because it's like we already have to try to protect what we do as a business. But then now when we do things like that and then the fans aren't invested anymore, who are we doing it for? So
Absolutely. I agree.
yeah. Speaking of intergender matches, Atlas, since last Wednesday, he said he want to fight you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's been saying this. I've said when you had got cut off, like a lot of people say they want to fight you. He also says that your husband is thick.
No comment.
I have no comment. Then he says, book him with me, talking about the women. And then you had great points. You said this is why he wants to fight you, because of that, you know. Like, I could go all day about psychology. I'm not going to because I don't want to take up all your time. But like, it's no, I ain't gonna talk about it. But I am who do you want to fight in the future? Are there any wrestlers that you see anywhere that you would like to have a match with?
Yes, there's tons of wrestlers that I would love to wrestle. Ruthless Lala, she's a really great wrestler. I would like to wrestle her. You got La Rosa. You got La Rosa and Thunder Rosa.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. I was like, which one?
Both of them.
Okay.
I talked to her at NWA, and she's a really great person outside of wrestling. Like, I would love. She was like, when am I wrestling you? I was like, well, you're not coming to Chicago for me, but one of these days you will.
yeah, that's good.
I think they would be great wrestlers. I feel like the more wrestlers that are, hold on, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Okay, I'm sorry, something happened with my baby.
No, you good.
I would like to start with at least those three. I got a couple people that I would like to do mixed tag matches with and stuff as well. But I want to start first by just wrestling good wrestlers. That it's not all put on one person to carry a person. Like, I just want to wrestle a great wrestler that's there. We're on the same level. They have their stuff that they remember. I have my stuff to put on a great match. I just want to start by wrestling great wrestlers. Not saying the people that I have wrestled in the past or present wasn't great wrestlers. I just want to wrestle people that I've been in the same room with, but haven't been able to meet paths in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
No, I definitely understand because I'll be in locker rooms. I'll be like, man, we'd have a great match.
Yeah.
So now, even when you said that you want to go against good wrestlers, I understood that too. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I definitely understood that because some people just get tights and call themselves a wrestler, and it's more to it than that. You got to do promos. You got to know the ring. You got to know psychology. You got to know these things.
When you're working out a match and you say, well, these are the only 3 moves that I can do. I can't take this and I can't take that. Whoa, then what am I supposed to do? I want to be able to wrestle. I want to,
right, yeah.
I want to put you over. I want you put me over. I want it to be a great story, not I'm limited of things that I can do, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand because sometimes people will be like, I can't take this move and I can't take that. outside of maybe splashes off the top rope, like if you can't take certain simple moves, you probably shouldn't be wrestling. Even if you hurt, don't work hurt. Please don't work hurt. Like don't do that. Look, I understand you want to wrestle. You don't want to let people down. But man, look, when I hurt my knee, I tried to literally get up and finish that match. And I thank God I didn't, because that leg would have probably looked like this afterwards. Because I was sitting here just letting my pride. It's okay to put your pride to the side. So
we loved you. We told you not to do that move.
I know. No. What happened was I didn't practice it. I was going to practice. We practiced everything except that. And I was like, this is gonna be a big move. It's gonna go out with a bang. And that bang was the bang.
Happened. This what happened. Y'all went over the whole match, and we had decided on another move for you. And the next day you was just like, no, I want to do this move. I think this would be a really great move. And that's what happened.
That's what happened. I remember. It's supposed to be something else. And that's what happened. And here I go. I'm like, here I go. I'm gonna do something I should have practiced. Wham. That's what happened. So And I say this and because I acknowledge my flaws and things that I messed up on. You get what I'm saying? Like, as I try to give a lot of knowledge, and I also talk to guys that's been in the business and women that's been in the business longer than me, I also try to like be an example to show people that like you need to practice things before you do it. And I say, that's a dumb move on my part for doing is because I literally had a ring that I could have practiced it. And sometimes you actually put that in your mind, like, I don't want to hurt myself at practice doing the move, but it's more embarrassing to hurt yourself at the show when you could have actually just practiced it. And that's something. And Justin got on me. It was Papa Justin that day. He was like
but you can admit that you have flaws, because a lot of people can't admit that they have those. You know what I mean? True. In the wrestling business, a lot of wrestlers have flaws. But do they say anything? No.
They blame other people, their opponents.
Absolutely. Or when you bring it to their attention, they have a whole bunch of excuses and never that, you're right. That's on me,
Yeah. I've seen it. I'm like, hey man, like you didn't know how to pick him up. It ain't about him. You just wasn't strong as you thought you was. And you can't get mad. You do have to, like, that's a part of growing. You don't grow if you don't realize things that you could have did better or you could have worked on. I look at all my matches, I'd be like, man, that was a great match, but it would have been better if I did something better. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe, and a lot of people, they don't, not a lot, but well, maybe a lot. They don't think that way. You want to say hi, Cam, because you over here.
Yeah. Hi, Cam.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, where's your hair?
He been cut this. Look, come here. He been cut it off.
What?
Yeah, he started getting. Yeah, he started getting shorter hairstyles. So he used to get like the mohawk thing, but now
he's not by himself. Apollo cut off all his hair.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm gonna ask you 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna let you go. What was your greatest moment in wrestling so far?
My greatest moment in wrestling. I would say I went to Texas, right? I went to a SWE Fury show. Being in a locker room with a whole bunch of famous wrestlers, and actually being on the show with them was a great moment for me. They wasn't, I mean, everybody was nice. It was a locker room that everybody would dream to be in. Like, the vibes were good. Like, that was a great moment for me.
That's good. I remember seeing like a lot of pictures on Facebook, and I was like, you belong there. It was a lot of big smiles, a lot of people who had wrestled at a shorter time than you did. They were elated as well, and it was a big thing. And I remember you guys, me and Shay, we talked to you guys about it and everything like that, and we was like very happy for y'all. And
I had
we,
people writing me saying, "Hey, I see you on TV." I was like, "Oh, cool!" Like it made me excited. Like, oh, I got fans that's actually back home watching me. And it crazy part was that wasn't planned for me to be in there. I went for a tryout to put in my work just like anybody else. I went to a tryout to see if I could get picked, and God had plans to allow me to have that moment, and that was a great moment for me.
yep,
Um,
see, I remember. See, that's some good stuff, and that's why I love y'all, because y'all are consistent. Y'all are consistent with a lot of stuff, because when somebody say no, y'all gonna find somebody that's gonna say yes. So y'all gonna say yes yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna wait for somebody to give you the key to the door. Y'all are gonna knock it down yourself. You're gonna do things. You're gonna travel. You're gonna do that, and you invest. Both of y'all invest. Y'all invest in gear. Y'all invest in a lot of stuff. Y'all invest in true privilege. Y'all invest in y'all company. Y'all invest in the community. Investing is a very important thing to do, and you
that's
have to invest in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. Hey, I know I'm this great. I know I'm great. If they don't see it, to somebody else is gonna see it. Oh, if you're not gonna give people who I like know an opportunity, we're gonna give people an opportunity with True Privilege Wrestling. Oh, a lot of people don't want to give back to this area. We're gonna give back to this area because these kids love wrestling too. It's a lot of kids that love wrestling and things like that. So that's always something that's very special about you guys. Like I'm not gonna cry about that Dalton show no more. But that's always a great thing. So one
so
more
you got a big surprise coming. Wait to see what we got invested in for your show.
what see? Look, stop surprising me. All right,
Just
so
saying.
there's one more question. Atlas says, F them kids. Atlas, stop. Anyway, anyway. I know. That's him though. That's him. All right. So this weekend, it's the way to Maywood, Illinois. What can we expect at this show?
It's gonna be a lot of great talent. Our students have came. So most of all the people that's on the flyer are all people who's been wrestling for a long time. I would call them veterans. Um, True Privilege is a school, so everybody and anybody is welcome to come and train. Um, we try to give our students our opportunity to show what they have been learning, how far they have came. And I just think it's going to be a great night that I would love for everyone to come out and watch. We have tag matches going on. We have triple threats going on, singles matches. I just would love for y'all to come out.
Nah, it's definitely. I can't wait for the show. I haven't wrestled for True Privilege since
It's been a little minute.
January, I think. So I'm excited because man, this life is life and right now. So
I've been ready. I've been ready for you to come back because the story
yeah,
is it's been amazing between you and Mike. So
I gotta get my title back from Mike.
you know that man cut a promo on you, so
I know I gotta. Yeah,
you better
yeah,
see it and better come back with something because
yeah. I'm gonna get him back.
he ain't letting it go too easy.
I'm gonna take care of that. But yeah, it's gonna. I'm gonna put the flyer back up. It's gonna be a great show. Like I said, it's great to be a part of the true privileged family. And I also wanted to say, as far as the trainees go, if you guys who are listening do want a facility to train with them. Train with Just Amazing, train with KO Kendra. I had to retrain myself when I hurt my knee. My wife retrained herself countless times at the gyms and the stuff that they had open. And then one thing that I do love about them with their training is they don't have a God complex with that. So if you're not doing something right, they're going to tell you. They don't want to be worshipped and things like that. They're going to tell you if your stuff isn't right, you're not going to wrestle at the show. There have been countless guys who have wrestled, who have trained, but haven't wrestled. And that's a big thing because a lot of people who do train people, they just collect money and get just stack the money and then put anybody out there. And they say it, hey, if you can't do this drill correctly, I'm not booking you. We're going to get you right because you represent them. So if you mess up a lot, and mess ups happen, that's true. But if
Absolutely.
it's things that you're supposed to know and you don't know how to recover or you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to think on your feet, then you're not ready. And that's one thing that I love about you guys is, and I'm sure that like that hurts people's feelings. But at the same time, safety first. Safety matters. Everybody's there. We want to wrestle. We're very excited and things like that. But at the same time, if you're not ready, you're not ready. It's not just a cash thing or for the money. Because if you guys were just doing it for the money, y'all throw anybody out there. And y'all
Or
don't do that.
or having favorites and the boys, the girls, and all of this and that. We don't have that. We don't. We're a family. We give everybody equal opportunity. So not even we God has blessed us this year.
Mhm.
Um we have the location in Maywood where we train, and he has blessed where we're going to start a training school out in Stager, Illinois as well. So we'll have two different locations doing training schools. On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays we will be in Maywood. On Tuesdays and Thursdays we'll be in Stager.
See, I wish I had like the track that they be having on TV when people be clapping and stuff. I wish because a lot of companies don't have training facilities and they don't even have schedules. Some don't. And I'm not saying that to look down or talk bad about them, but it's the truth because a lot of people are busy. A lot of people have things that they try to do for shows and things like that. So for you guys to not only just have one but two facilities, that's a big blessing. That's a big opportunity because some people may not have the means to go to each location. So now you have two different locations to where a lot of people in fresh faces can come to practice if they have to walk or take a bus or Uber. You have two locations. So that is a wonderful thing. And that's why I'm very proud of y'all and I love y'all because of y'all growth, not only in y'all marriage and things like that, but as a family and as a company and things like that. And it's like I said, it's such an inspiration because you guys give back so much. Like y'all message the private stuff, the chats, and be like, hey, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? We got this and that. We need to help this person and things
We
like
are
that.
we are for the month of June. So we do 6 shows out the year.
Mm-hmm.
It normally starts in January, and then we take February off. Um and then every month it's a a month break in between every time we have a show. Um but we've had the opportunities for the park districts and doing benefit shows. The summer the kids need things and stuff too. So we had really stacked up our whole month of June. So June, I believe the first weekend of June, I think we'll be doing a show in Dalton. Then we'll be in Indiana at your show on the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back in Stager. And then the 24th we'll be in Chicago Heights. Those are shows that we're doing for the south suburbs. We're giving back for the kids that have stuff to do, so they're not out getting in trouble doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Um, and again, that's where our students are able to show off what they've been learning, to get more film and stuff in as well. So I wish everybody would come out and support us, follow us.
Yep, for sure. And I want to say one more thing before I let you go is those kids are our kids. So you get what I'm saying? Like I love the old saying, like it takes a village to raise a child.
Absolutely.
And so many people, and I'm not gonna sit here and say the village is perfect because sometimes the village has let a lot of people do crazy things and be okay with it. But when you find great people, a great tribe, then you build that great village to help these kids and stuff like that. We should be upset when somebody treats a kid a certain way, or we should try to protect these kids and things like that because they are the future. You get what I'm saying? There'll be a time where we won't be here anymore, and they may be the ones to take care of us or have to carry us and things like that. So it's very important to leave things for these kids and inspire these kids and things like that, because they just like us. They may have something different from us or going through something different or maybe similar, but at the same time, that's part of the village. So like I said, I commend you guys because you guys do so much and you guys are consistent with it, with giving back, with helping people, with donating, giving your time out, with training kids, with everything that you guys do. So I am truly grateful to call you my sister, and I'm truly grateful to call Justin my brother. And it's just great family stuff. So thank you guys. I appreciate what you guys continue to do. If like I said, guys, you should come out. This is gonna be some great matches. It's gonna be some dope stuff. If you want to train with True Privilege Wrestling. They are very good people. I highly recommend. Meet us. Not only meet us there in Maywood, beat us there. Beat
Hey.
us there. Don't meet us there. Beat us there. So I want to once again say thank you to KO Kendra for her time. This has been a while. I tried to do this a couple months ago, but life be lifing. Literally, that's all I can say. Life be lifing. So I am grateful for the opportunity to interview you, and I cannot wait to see you this weekend.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
No problem. As far as everybody else goes, God bless you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys take this knowledge, this information, and this love, because we truly mean it. God bless you guys. Come, Cam, you want to say bye?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Like he's literally right here. Just like I just want to say something. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Shout out to the people who won't see this live and to see it on a replay on Facebook and YouTube. So God bless you guys too. This is Chris Classic. Let's take it home. See you.